Good morning, guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com, now tracking Tropical Depression Gordon, just recently downgraded, spinning across central Mississippi. The Gulf Fetch alive and well here on the east side of the storm, soaking western portions of Alabama. We deal with the remnant moisture of Gordon over the upcoming weekend, and we'll discuss that here in just a moment. Today, though, another hot, humid, and hazy day with afternoon thunderstorms and evening thunderstorms firing up again. I think probably weighted more towards the eastern half of the state, but that said, overall coverage should be a little bit better this afternoon and evening compared to the past couple of days, and similar to yesterday, though isolated to widely scattered in nature. If you find yourself under one of these showers or storms, expect torrential downpours in a very short period of time with this tropical air that's in place. Interesting setup this weekend as we've been discussing a combination of a cold front sinking south and kind of stalling out across the Ohio Valley will help entrain the remnant moisture of Gordon and result in what we believe will be a rather widespread 2 to 3 inch rainfall across the majority of central Indiana. Some locally heavier totals possible, localized flooding possible as well as we go through the weekend. Wettest day continues to look like Saturday. However, that'll have to be kind of fine-tuned based on timing. Suffice to say, though, that Saturday and Sunday look unsettled, rather wet, and at times feature locally heavy rain. The other feature here, though, guys, that's going to be interesting to watch will be the stiff easterly flow, which will be a much cooler type pattern in here over the weekend and continuing into early next week as well. In fact, if you're north of the boundary, and it'll be interesting to watch this thing unfold over the weekend. If you're north of the boundary, don't expect high temperatures to get out of the 60s both Saturday and Sunday. Factor in the rain and that stiff easterly wind, and you're going to have to trade your summer wardrobe that you've been dealing with for a fall wardrobe rather quickly. Have the jacket handy as that rain and wind, cooler air builds in as we move into the weekend. We turn drier, though, as the remnant moisture of Gordon pushes off to the northeast early next week. We mentioned this, and this is kind of just the GFS idea of what temperatures may look like over the upcoming weekend. Much cooler for everybody. Want to make sure we get that across, but exactly where the boundary kind of lies will determine whether you're in the 60s most of the weekend or if you make it into the 70s. As things stand now, it seems to favor areas along and north of the I-70 corridor will be a bit cooler. And that's, I tell you what, just compared to how warm and just how hot and humid it's been, it'll certainly feel nice despite the rain and the gusty easterly wind. In general, as mentioned, probably a 2 to 3 inch type rainfall, majority falling Saturday and Sunday. There will be locally heavier totals. Guys, we'll continue to keep you updated on things as they evolve. Make it a great Wednesday. We'll talk with you soon on NDWX.com.